Alex, man, you right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not bad, thanks. So you must be...
Hajra. Yeah, Shoyab.
Yes, right.
So my elder brother's name is Shoyab as well. So.
My sister's name is
Yeah, you remember the name.
Okay, so what do you do?
I work at HSBC right now.
Oh, sorry, yeah, your brother did say.
Yeah, I work.
That's your brother's name, Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed's my brother, and
the other
my brother and my sister. Yeah, so I work at HSBC right now. A resource assistant there. So it's good. I work in the contact centre. So it's good. Different.
Different.
Yeah, something to do. Well, your mum said you were a graphic designer.
Yeah, graphic designer and sign maker. I was here just a couple of weeks back actually. Fortunately it wasn't too cold, but then you know Al Murad?
The tire place?
Yeah. We did that sign.
Okay.
Yeah, we just there for that. Yeah, it's alright.
Enjoy it?
Yeah. It's fun. It's working on computer machines and that. I'm trying to keep it now so it's like all the work just from the unit rather than having to go out on the scaffold and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. Not bad. So, you work in HSBC?
Yeah.
When you're not working in HSBC, what do you do?
Just really sort of at home or with friends. My mum recently had an operation, so on her knee. So she had knee replacement surgery, so I've been at home a lot with her, looking after her and sort of just helping her get out and about. But yeah, normally just with my friends or my sisters. Just really just at home, really, just general stuff.
That must have been quite...
Yeah, she was in a lot of pain before, so it sort of all her cartilage had fallen away from her knees. She got osteoarthritis, so like she put it off for as long as she could, and then we were like, right, it's getting really bad. You have to go for the operation. So then sort of bullied her into it a bit. So she went for it, and alhamdulillah, it's getting better, but she's got the other one to do. But we'll probably wait for about 6 months before we look at that.
Yeah, it's quite distressing, isn't it? Something like that happens. My mum, I mean, it's like, because you always see your folks like when they're okay, and all of a sudden something happens, like when you see them not walking very well, it's kind of like, it's how can I say, it's a bit scary. It's very scary, disappointing, because like you don't know what you can do. You know what I mean? It's is your mum better?
Yeah, she's alhamdulillah, she's getting better, just getting stronger, sort of. But it's still a little bit of pain. I think the other one's hurting her now more. But yeah, alhamdulillah, the one that they did the operation on is getting better. It's good to hear. At least we know that she was a bit worried about it. You hear horror stories, and so it's good that she's getting much better.
That's cool.
How about you? What are your hobbies?
I like traveling. I do like traveling. I'm normally out sort of like once or twice within like a 2 or 3 year period. You know, normally about once. What about once or twice a year? Like, I love eating out. I love that place. That chili flame. That was nice.
Really?
Yeah, really nice food. I was here 2 weeks ago, and we went out over there, and the food was amazing. Really good.
That's more of a takeout place than a...
It's nicer, isn't it?
Yes, we do go there when we go take out. Yeah, that's what we do best. But there's another place like on Evington Road called La Mama's.
Yeah, your was it your brother?
Yeah, Ahmed. Yeah, we go there quite a lot. He was saying
they make some chicken or something.
Yeah, Lebanon chicken. Yeah, that's my mum's favourite, so we always end up going there.
Yeah, I was saying to him, I think next time I come to Leicester, I'll have to go there definitely. That should be quite interesting.
So you said you travel. Whereabouts have you been then?
I've been to Morocco. Morocco's beautiful.
My sister-in-law's from Morocco, yeah. So we went for the wedding there, and I haven't really had a chance to go back, but yeah, we did go there for a little while.
That's cool. And where else have I been? Morocco. I've been to South Africa for 2 years.
You lived there?
Yeah, I did. I was in Madrasa over there actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that was quite an adventure.
Whereabouts in
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg, okay.
Yeah, Johannesburg.
My nephew was born there.
Really?
Yeah, my eldest sister, when she got married, so I was a baby then, I was about 6-7 months old, so I can't really remember it. She went over there to live with her husband for about 3-4 years.
Wow.
So yeah, so she spent some time there. She always said it was really nice.
Is she back now here?
Yeah, no, yeah. She came back when like my nephew was about 2 years old, or something like that, or even younger than that. So she's been back. I don't ever remember her not being away because she went when I was so small. So, but yeah, she's
How was her?
she didn't enjoy it. I think from what she said, it was hard there. It's hard. It's a difficult place because there's a lot of poverty about there as well.
Yeah.
But it is. She said it's a really nice place to live. Some of the places there are lovely to go and visit. So yeah, they stayed in Johannesburg for about 4 years, I think.
That's cool. Okay. What else have I been? I've been to India about 3 times.
Oh, okay.
And
You enjoy it there?
India is nice. See what it's one of those things. It's like when I'm one of those people. Like I like adventure.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's like I live in a 5-star hotel, no problem. But if you tell me to stay with some buffaloes for a night, I'll do it. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite flexible like that.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But my brother, he's very fussy. Do you know what I mean? He's like he's got to have staying in the right places. You know what I mean? All that kind of stuff.
To have my free chicken around.
Yeah. You're a girl, that's why. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a dude, so it's like basically
Wherever.
I'm like one of those adventure guys. I just basically go with the flow. So I am. How about you? Where have you been?
I went to Morocco. I haven't been that many places. I went to Dubai for about a week with my sister, and then we went to Malaysia after that. We sort of stayed in like 4 or 5 different places in Malaysia, all over Malaysia, which is really good. So like we spent about a month there. My sister went on like her elective for her course, so I sort of crashed along, and it was really good. We went for about 4 weeks.
What was your favourite place?
I've been went to France last year as well. I think my favourite place was I loved Dubai. I loved it. I had so much fun there.
I was just thinking in my head then. Yeah. It's like, what's this girl gonna say when I ask her that?
Malaysia was lovely.
I was thinking in my head. I was thinking if she said Malaysia, then I've just seen her that she likes the culture over there.
Yeah.
If she said Dubai, then she must love
fun.
She must love all the sort of like spending.
The other thing is we didn't know much spending there. I think it was because it was just girls, and so you have like a different. Like I'm sure you have it where when you go with just your mates.
Yeah.
It's different when you go like that. But we loved Malaysia as well. I did. If I didn't say I class it as one trip. There's 2 different places. We went at the same time, but Malaysia was. I loved it. Did love Malaysia. We went like a few islands there as well, but I loved Dubai more. I've only been there once, but I really enjoyed that.
So, tell me 3 things you like about Dubai.
The people that we met there were really nice. We found them really friendly. Like the hotel that we stayed in wasn't like the best hotel, but it was a nice hotel. But the staff made us feel really welcome there, and like the people that we met there were really nice. I love the heat there. I love being warm.
Was it hotter than Morocco?
Yes, it was hotter than Morocco. Yeah, Morocco was nice, but the heat was better there.
Okay.
Another thing. I don't know. I think that was my first holiday with my parents. So that was like, that was brilliant.
Okay.
That's what it was. I think it's really part of it. Where's the best place you visited? Which one?
The best place I've visited, for me, definitely, by far, from all the places I've been to, is by far Morocco.
Really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Go?
I was in Marrakesh, and then from Marrakesh went to Rabat, Agadir, Casablanca, and basically other neighbouring places. Went to Suera as well.
Okay.
It's amazing how you can just go from Marrakesh, which is so hot, to Suera, which is only sort of like 2 hours away, and it's just like so much cooler.
Isn't it?
That's right, but it's so much cooler though.
Yeah.
It's so much cooler. It's like 20-degree drop, something like that. Just for this 2 hour drive. That's what they call the City of the Winds.
Okay.
Which is quite interesting, but it's just all the culture, the colour, and you go to the bazaars, all the funky sort of like from fabrics to spices to shishas, and sort of like you go into the town square. And then you see all the sort of like snake charmers, and sometimes you even see those weird voodoo doctors.
Yeah.
And it's just sort of, it's again like the heat, and then you have to down at least a litre bottle every day.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know what it is about the climate over there, but it's, you have to drink water on a regular basis. So I had a good time there. I think I really enjoyed it.
Who did you go with? Friends? Or?
I went, the first time I went, there's a few of my cousins and my cousin's wife. Basically, we all went together. The second time I went with one of my cousins, and my other friend joined me afterwards. So yeah, it's really good.
No.
So tell me something.
Right.
Leicester. What do you do when you're not working? What do you do?
Generally, it's either sort of going to see sort of my friends that I went to sort of college, and got a group of friends that we sort of, most of them I went to school with as well, so I've known them since I was like about 14.
Mm-hmm.
So we've like grown up together. So we tend to sort of either go out to, one of them has just had a baby, so I'll go visit the baby or spend some time with them, or sometimes we'll just go out to eat somewhere around local, or either that. I'm normally spending time with my sisters or going shopping or something like that. So it's not. It's hard, like with Leicester, there is stuff to do, but we don't really do all the other stuff. Stick to what I know, really.
Okay.
No, I'm not adventurous at all. Nowhere, no. I don't. I like.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I like
You
doing.
need to become more adventurous.
No,
Definitely.
I don't. No, I don't. I like doing what I know. If it's unknown, then I get a little bit worried about it.
No. You need to be adventurous, definitely. You can go out there, see what's out there, and just see things for what it is, and just learn new things. That's my thing.
Yeah.
It's a big world.
What about yourself? What else do you like to do?
When I'm not working, I love learning stuff.
Okay.
You know, this all funky stuff. You know what I mean? One of my friends at the moment, I'm just helping him out because we've got this. Basically, he was bedbound for like a few years, well, quite a long time, but now he's recovered almost 100%, and he's in this thing where he's setting up this course, archery course. He's qualified in that, and he wants to teach archery. So there's like a field like quite close where we live, and the councillors saying no, he can't have that field, but they've given it to some other people. So to be able to cut the long story short, I'm just giving a bit of support now because it's the archery class up and teach basically just kids and disabled people, men, women, whoever wants to go. So I think it's a good thing to have. So just helping mates out really, and sort of when I'm not doing that, go out to eat. You know, sort of like Birmingham, all the restaurants there. Smoke shisha now and again. Only sometimes though. But and what else do I do? I like watching movies. Yeah. Mainly English movies. I'm not really watching Indian movies.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's not the culture that I was raised with. So it's like my mum, my parents, like I know a lot of my friends watch them. Like they used to watch them with their parents when they were younger. But for me, my parents have never really watched it. Yeah. And growing up with loads of brothers and sisters, I've always stuck to English movies.
Trust me, stick to English movies. Don't ever go into Indian movies. It's sickens me. Some of the dramas, it's all about money, politics, and greed. Yeah. There's always like a storyline. Do you know what I mean? And it's just betrayal and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't really give out positive English. But yeah, I mean, I don't really watch things like dramas and that, but like if there's a movie I want to watch, and I'll go out with my friends and we'll watch a movie which we enjoy. I'm looking forward to the new RoboCop at the moment.
Really? Yeah. I've not heard much about that. I tend to watch a lot of like TV serials and stuff like that.
Chick flicks, in other words.
No, I didn't say that. Like, I love the Avengers and stuff like that. That's what stuff I watch, but I tend not to watch that many movies. I tend to watch more sort of stuff on like TV, like sort of stuff like comedy shows and stuff. Yeah, okay. I love Big Bang Theory, and I'll sit there and watch that, like loads of repeats. And I watch a lot of American stuff. It's better. Yeah, it is. It's funnier.
It is. I completely agree. I mean, we're the same at home. It's like we watch Big Bang Theory. We watch sort of like what's a few of the ones now? rules of engagement,
rules of engagement,
all that kind of stuff, basically.
That's just what I do as soon as I get home from work. Make sure I feed my mother, then just sit there for a bit and then help my mum, and then that's it. That's how I chill out. I don't have the energy to do anything else after I get home from work. But I do like a lot of baking and stuff.
So who made the?
No, I didn't make any of those.
Huh?
I'd like to say no.
They're really nice.
My sister made them.
Huh?
My sister made them.
They're really nice, actually.
Yeah, I don't. And that's no, I'm kidding. We've had loads today, a while ago. No, I'm good. I know I've had my fill. No, I'm okay, thank you. I've had nothing. Yeah, well, I was doing like baking, and then my niece is really good at baking. So my two nieces are. One of them lives in Leicester, so whenever she comes over, we'll always make something like run up to Eid, or like if we find recipes, we share them with each other. And my other niece in London, her family owns a bakery,
okay,
Muslim bakery. So
in London.
Yeah.
Are they from Leicester?
No, they're from London. I think they're originally from up north.
Oh, right. Because I knew somebody as well. Okay.
Yeah, and she makes a lot of stuff. So like she makes more than me, and she makes like all varied stuff. So she'll come over, and then they come over for Christmas and stuff. Like she'll bring recipes with her, and go, alright, you need to get this, and this, because this is what I'm making. I'm like, alright, okay.
What's your favourite thing?
Muffins.
Muffins.
Muffins are my favourite to make.
You should just think, hold on, I'm gonna set a bakery.
No, I can't do that. No. Because with me for baking, it's only when I'm in the mood. I couldn't ever do it. Like someone asked me, they had a charity bake sale at work, and so I was sort of roped into making like a lemon drizzle cake. So I made loads of it, and it went down really well. But I was like, oh god, I don't want to do this. It has to be when I want to do it. So I could never. I've got no desire to ever do anything like that.
You must be a very good cooker.
Yeah.
It's your hobby. And
I do enjoy it.
Yeah. That's really good. So where do you get your inspiration from?
My mum tends to make sort of more Asian, sort of Indian stuff. But I think just stuff that I see on TV. I know like one of my sisters, like, she will come across a recipe, she's like, oh, I really want to try it. But then she doesn't do it, and I think her wanting to try it makes me want to do it. So she normally finds them for me sometimes, and I'll make them.
So who's your favourite cook? Delia Smith, Jamie Oliver?
I really like Rachel Allen.
Rachel Allen,
yeah. She's sort of Irish. She comes on TV now and again, but she makes sort of simple stuff, and I like doing that rather than more complicated stuff. Like she uses stuff that you're gonna find in the house, rather than having to make special trips to buy stuff.
I used to really like what's the name? The one who's been
Nigella
Lawson. But now I don't like him because he takes drugs.
Not one to judge her personal life, but her cooking's good.
Cooking's good.
I like her cooking, but I like when they use stuff and they don't use sort of complicated utensils and sort of instruments and that. Who has all that at home?
So do you think because her cooking's good, that's why she looks really good for her age? Or is it because of other reasons?
She's got loads of money, that's why she looks good for her age. She's got the money to make herself look good.
True.
She's got the money, that's what it all boils down to, really.
Money.
Yeah.
So, what was I going to say? After you get married, what kind of thing are you sort of like looking for? In terms of you want to work, do you not want to work?
I haven't really decided. Obviously, it all depends on where I get married. I would like to carry on working. I enjoy my job.
Yeah.
It's not saving lives or anything like that, or it's not massively important. But I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the people I work with. So yeah, really, I think I would like to continue working. I've not really thought about stopping, but yeah, it is something that I would like to carry on doing.
That's really good. That's really good. Yeah.
I think I'd get. While I like having time off and stuff like that, I think too much time off for me I'd get bored really fast, because I've never known anything other than since I was 19. I was a bit older, probably at 20. always worked since then, and I like being independent a little bit, so I like that little bit of independence, my own money. I got control of it. I'm not relying on anyone else. So yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. Yeah, I can appreciate that's really good. Okay.
So what sort of stuff are you looking for in a girl then?
Me. I want somebody who's sort of like level-headed. I know you can't really display this now, but a very good sense of humour, because I love to have a good laugh.
Yeah.
So I think it's incredibly important. Somebody who's always willing to try new things. Somebody who pushes me forward as a man. Somebody who sort of, somebody who's quite motivated. Shows initiative. Somebody who can cook. Somebody, I don't know, somebody who's not too traditional.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Is there anything else that you wanted to know about me, or?
Yeah. We're talking about the subject of hobbies and interests.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like cooking. What else do you like?
I like to read. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I read a lot. I'll read anything. It doesn't have to be sort of hard hitting or like political thriller or anything like that. Just read something really like well, something I used to read as a kid. I read it all the way through Harry Potter, and then I loved that, and I still go back and read that sometimes. But recently I've been reading like Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, which is really good. I'm enjoying that. So I like reading stuff.
My friends are like that. It's they're always reading that kind of stuff, like Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and all the stuff that's top 10 at the moment in the bookstores.
I tend to start stuff and then with that reading and then get distracted for a bit and then I'll put it away and then I'll start it again. So that it takes me a while sometimes. But if I can get into it and if I had unlimited free time, I think I'd probably just sit there and not read it. Like when I was at uni or even college and then Harry Potter came out, I read about a day straight and I read it all.
So you're a bookworm.
Yeah, not as much as I was when I was younger, but yeah, I still like to read and it's important to me. And I think if I ever have kids, I'd want them to love reading as well, and I'd be a bit upset if they didn't. Massive thing. And I love one of my other things is tennis. Me and my sister love tennis. Like we always apply for Wimbledon tickets. We always try and go, and like when it's on the TV, we'll follow it. So yeah, I enjoy that. That's one of my other things. What about you? Do you tennis?
Yeah, but that's me today actually. I'm not really into sports as such. I watch the World Cup when it's on, but I could never really get into sport. All my friends are. It's just one of those things. I could never really get into it.
Don't have a team you support then.
Is that bad?
No, it's alright. No. I can't particularly. Because I've grown up with three brothers, if football's on, I can hold a sort of conversation about it if I have to. I do like secretly get drawn in when I watch it, but I'm not that fussed about football at all. If it's not on, I have to live without it. I prefer to live without it, really.
You prefer to live without it? Okay.
Football, yeah.
Cool. So, are you quite Islamic then?
I try to be. It's important to me. I always try and pray my namaz and make sure I always do my fasts and give zakat. And I really want to go for Hajj. Inshallah in the next few years. So yeah, it's important to me. It's important for me, I think, to find someone who also is Islamic as well, because I want someone to sort of push me in other sense, I also want them to push me in my deen as well, to make me a better person. I'm not perfect. I do watch TV, I do listen to music, and I do, things I shouldn't do, but it is important to me to try, and I do. I have to find someone who is, just as thinks that religion is just as important, because at the end of it, what are we without religion?
It's right, it's quite funny actually. I see. I've got friends I've got a few friends who are atheists.
Okay.
And I've been trying to sort of like
convert
well, not convert them, basically. They've been trying to convert me.
Okay.
But I've been trying to convert them to say, look, no, you know what? No, it's like there is a God, and it's funny because I was saying, sometimes the more you think about stuff, it's like the more you kind of like realize. If somebody asked you right now, why is there a God? If there's poverty, if there's terrorism, people are killing each other left, right, and centre. If there was a God, he would have done something about it. What would you say?
That's a really hard one. I think I'd probably say that. God, what do I say? You do get sort of asked this because you always get like when you're around.
See, because I was thinking about that because the person I I wasn't quite sure because I wasn't used to it.
Really not so used to that sort of question.
Exactly, because we're not used to it. But then they answered their own question, and that helped me.
I think it's
because
free will.
No, what do you mean? I said, hold on, that's it. Thanks. It's like you just answered my questions of how I should answer you, because to answer that question, what I would have said is basically the reason why God sent the Quran. Basically the reason why there's poverty, the reason why people are dying, there's terrorism, is because they're not following the book. If people follow the book, then and if everybody was like gave 2% of their sort
those
of
who could afford it,
of the zakah to charity, there would be no poverty. If people look at the book and just realize that the importance of human life, then there would be no terrorism. If people follow the book, then they would be it'd be good for themselves, it'd be good for the environment as well as good for.
But you do it because there's people outside in the world who can't do it, and they're like, oh, okay, and then we bash into people, that's fine. Whatever you forget, it's not important to you. It's important to me. But then they're also sort of they do whenever there's a terrorist incident or anything like that, they do sort of say, why do they do that? I'm like, it's not what I believe, and I believe it's wrong. I can't explain why they would do something like that. There's nothing in my religion that tells them to behave in that way. You do sort of answer like that, and they do take that on board, obviously, and they do realise. I think that's the good thing about having me being, obviously, you can clearly tell them, so I wear a scarf there all the time. That they see that we're not all like that.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking sort of like, normally it's like I'm just here and there and everywhere, but basically it's like I do my best. Every Ramzan, I try as hard as I can, and I do that for every I escalate myself every Ramzan, try and better myself. And for example, the last Ramzan, I read every namaz, I kept all my rozas, gave money in charity and that, and sort of I realized that I don't, because now that I went to the University of Leeds, and over there what I did was I used to help out in Islamic Awareness Week, and sort of used to put posters up on what Islam is about, the people of the book, the respect it has for Christians and Jewish faiths, and also sort of what he says about evolution, what he says about the miracles in Islam, the 5 pillars of Islam, what Islam says about terrorism, and they would put all these posters up, and people would just walk through and they would understand that it's never what they think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's never what they think. So it opens eyes, basically. You know what I mean? I think that's the main thing. Yeah, I mean, there's stupid people out there.
Yeah.
But it's countering those stupid people, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I take it then religion would be important to you as well then.
Yeah, religion is important to me. I mean, like I said, it's I want somebody who's better me as well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. I think that is quite important to me. So, how many brothers and sisters have you got in total?
There's 8 of us in total.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big family. I've got 3 older brothers and 4 older sisters. So I'm the baby of the family.
Thought so. For some reason, it's like I thought you must be
Spoiled.
the youngest. Yeah, you look spoiled.
Yeah. They all say it to me at work. So it's like, yeah. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not. Like when they're talking and like, they're like, oh, are you like, oh, yeah, what you do? What sort of, like, do you pay rent? And I'm like, no, never paid rent. Do you mean rent? And they're like,
what's rent?
Rent, I'm like that, They're like, yeah, well, like, they'll give me money for stuff and that. Like, sometimes if I bought something, my mum will give me the money back for it. I don't ask for it.
Yeah.
Mum gives it, but, I can't control that. And, but, taking driving lessons and that, mum sort of, she didn't need to because I was old enough to pay for them, but like as a birthday present, she paid for some of my lessons for me and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And she said, if I do want a car, she'll buy one for me if I wanted and that. And then when I told them at work, they were like, what? What do you mean I have to pay for my own car when I was 17? No, my mum just wants to. So.
I guess the youngest one has it the easiest, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes and no. I think, yeah.
Yeah? No?
No, you get disciplined a lot from everybody else. And you get away with a lot of stuff, but you get in trouble for a lot of stuff as well because you're the last one there.
That is true.
But yeah, I do.
You get all the hand-me-downs, innit?
I used to don't even want to. There's no one left now to get hand-me-downs from, so.
Okay. So is everybody married then? Apart from you?
Nearly. Just my 2 brothers and me are left. That's it.
2 brothers and you?
Yeah, one of my brothers you met. The other one, his friend's dad passed away.
That's right. That's Saib, isn't it?
To show you, yeah.
Okay.
So he's gone to go visit them because he just got married the other day, and he's one of his best friends. So.
That must be quite hard for him.
Yeah, he lives in Derby, so I think his father was sick for a while. So, yeah.
So how was it like for you growing up?
It was fun. And me and my sister, she's only about 1.5 years older than me, so there's only 1.5 years between us. So we've always been really, really close. Like we fight like anything. We still do, but I've always had her, and as we've gotten older, we've gotten closer. So it's like I've always had my best friend with me, and it was really hard for me when she got married. She just lives like literally down the road, so she's like here every other day. So you don't even notice she's gone.
It must have been quite sort of like emotional when everybody got married and sort of like your sisters and
yeah, but a lot of them got married when I was a lot older.
Yeah.
So sorry, when I was a lot younger.
Yeah.
I think the one when my sister Aisha got married, it hit me the most.
Yeah.
That was like the time I got my brothers, so going to be on my own.
Yeah.
It's fun. You've always got stories of little things and of stuff that's happened in the house, and everyone you have different interactions with all brothers and sisters. And I think because some of them there's a big age gap, so as our relationship has gone different as I've gone older, so it's different.
So was that quite sort of like emotional for you then when sort of like your last sister got married?
Yeah, that was hard for me.
Because it must have been quite different over here as well, innit?
Yeah, it was for a little bit, but you don't really notice it because she's here every other day. She lives just like a minute away or 2 minutes away, so she comes over quite a lot. And I think that was her husband that was in the room there. They come over a lot.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, I guess you were quite fortunate that way then.
Yeah. And I'm really close to that with my sister, and me and my brother Ahmed was in the room. We went on a holiday with them this year. We went to France with them and her kids, so that was fun. It was I've got a good relationship with every single member of my family, and I'd be upset if I ever lost that. I think they mean more. Them and my parents mean the most for me.
Oh, you're very family orientated.
Yeah.
And you must do a lot of baking for them as well.
Whenever I come, everyone comes over. I made biscuits last week, and my sister actually came over and she took loads to work. And I was like, right, okay, I made them for me, but never mind. Taking them all. Yeah.
That's cool.
You're the oldest, I think.
I'm the eldest.
Yeah. What's that like, being the oldest?
Huh?
What's that like?
I'm not sure actually. I wish I wasn't the eldest, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I would prefer a big brother.
Right, well, yeah.
I think when you're the eldest, sometimes there's certain things which you need guidance on in life, and you don't get it. You always have to learn the hard way. I think that's what it is. I've always found that. I think what's really sort of like hit me is basically I've always had to learn everything the hard way. It's never been easy for me. Like, just in anything that I did, there's never any shortcut for me. I've always got to. I get it properly at the end, but it's always I have to go through the long-winded hard way because the guidance. Yeah, I have to make all the mistakes to get my answers. Nobody can just say basically this is the answer. You have to make all the mistakes to get your answer, and that's what. I think that kind of frustrates me, upsets me a bit. But that's been the worst thing I think for me.
I suppose on the reverse side, as the youngest, I've got too many people telling me what to do.
Yeah.
I've got too many people giving me advice, and it's like, right, which one do I use? And can everyone just stop for a bit?
But sometimes I think when you're the youngest, or even if there is advice, and if you know to follow that advice, if you know somebody's gone through a similar thing, then you can get that shortcut. You see?
Yeah, you can.
Do you know what I mean? But I never had that. Yeah.
Are you close with all your friends?
There is a bit of an age gap, so sort of like we do things. We are family oriented. We are very family orientated. Do you know what I mean? Family is quite important. So yeah, we, do things together and that. Yeah, it's right. Alright. So, when you're young, you're spoiled.
Yeah.
And you like your holidays. You like your baking. You like your routine. And you're close to your family members, which is really cool. And yes, you're religious as well, which is very good. Try to be. How about your present time right now? What are you doing in your present time? I mean, like, how are things for you at the moment?
Yeah, they're good right now. I've recently started, like, the role that I'm doing now at work, that's sort of a new one. So I'm still only started that about a month ago. So I'm enjoying that, sort of getting used to that. It's something different that I'm doing now. Sort of trying to learn it until I feel 100% confident on it. So that's sort of my main concern right now. And then, other than that, it's just really sort of meeting up with friends, and my friends, like I said, mentioned before, she's had a baby, so we sort of go over and sort of play with the baby for a bit, and it's different because this is the person that I knew when I was 14, and sometimes I remember the stuff that we've gotten up to together, and I thought, right, you're a mum, so it gets a little bit, it makes you think, oh my god, that might be me, God knows how many years, but a bit worrying. But yeah, and then one of my friends has just recently moved house, so go over to visit her and sort of help her settle into her house, and my sister's looking for a house as well, so that's really the main thing that's going on in my life right now. Nothing else. And apart from my mum, just sort of making sure I'm there for her when she needs me. Because I think she relies on me more than because I'm at home.
Yeah.
The most. But when she had her operation, all my sisters came over to stay. Like they left their kids and they were there with their halves and came over to spend a week at least with my mum. And I know that was really difficult for them because families and they need them there.
Yeah. Okay. And sort of, where do you see yourself in the future?
I find that one really difficult to answer.
No, but I mean, like, okay, where would you like to see yourself in the future?
I haven't really thought about where I'd like to, like, in terms of career-wise, I've thought that I want to move up to where I am progressively, a few more rungs up the rope, and I can see myself doing that probably in about the next 4 or 5 years, sort of moving up towards more of a management level in where I am. But in terms of my sort of personal life, I've not really thought about it. You know, in terms of I'd like to be married and, you know, hopefully looking to start a family in a few years. Yeah, really. How about yourself?
You seem like you really know what you want in life.
I don't. You're not going to get the wrong impression because I know where I sort of want to be in sort of work-wise, but...
Well, that's what I meant, like in work-wise.
Yeah, work-wise I do.
You seem like you know sort of what work-wise.
Yeah, work-wise I feel feel like I know what I want to do, where I want to go with that, or what I need to do to get there, really.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'm just plodding along, really.
But, that's the best way, to be fair. Best way.
Can't really plan. There's certain stuff you can plan in life and certain things you just can't, no matter what you do.
That's right.
I don't know what's written, everything else.
I think I'm quite the same, to be fair. I don't know exactly where I stand with everything else, but work-wise, I know where I'm going to need to go. I know I need to get my website built. Within this next year, to take online orders. I know I need to sort of push my business forward, and in what way. But with other stuff, sort of like, it's just like you take it as everyday course. So,
do you feel that your business takes up most of your time right now?
At the moment, but I don't want that to be like a permanent thing. I always try and take weekends, leave weekends for myself. I'll get phone calls like now and again from customers and that, but
is it sort of just yourself, or have you got other people working with you?
I've got most of the work I do myself, sourcing, buying things in, all that kind of thing. But then I'll have, like, for example, my dad, and I'll have like a few other people who, like, if there's like a big job, like a fitting job, then we'll go together and we'll fit it. For example, a couple of weeks back when we were doing that Elmrad shop, I had like my dad and my other cousin. They were on the scaffold doing that Elmrad shop. So it just depends on the type of job that it is. But yeah. Cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Probably. I can't think of anything.
It's always hard in this scenario. I know I need to ask some things, but I can't remember what's the most important thing to ask at this time.
True.
Have you seen a lot of girls then, or?
A few. It's really weird. It's like when you go out there, meeting people and that, it's like you think that people will be sort of similar to yourself, but sort of like there's a lot of people who are quite different. Their own ways. It's quite interesting, but yeah, I mean, you seem quite but like some people, there's a lot of people out there. They seem very kind of like, because like our family, we're quite flexible. Like we don't have like any like strict rules and regulations. We're actually really laid back. But some people, it's like, this is going to be done at this time, this is going to be done at this time, do you know what I mean? But it's quite interesting, the dynamics of like people and their families, do you know what I mean? It's just very different. Even though we're one community, like the Gujarati community, it's like how different people are. It's quite interesting.
It's interesting how when you meet different people, how they live their lives as well. And you realise that, I don't think I could ever fit in there. Not me at all.
That's it, yeah.
And I think as the problem is as well, as you get older as well, you start to get more rigid in there as well, and unfortunately you become less willing to be flexible as well. So it's harder when you get as you get a little bit older. So where do you see yourself in sort of maybe about 5 years then? Or?
5 years, I see myself, with a massive mansion and a Ferrari outside, with a big
living the dream then, yeah.
Living the dream. Do you know what I mean? Marble floor, I think, yeah. Which I'll probably get marble floor that.
Will you find that a bit cold, the marble?
No, but I haven't got anything, so nice and warm. And probably have one of those. I'll probably kill them, South Pole or something like that, make into a coffee.
Oh. Yeah. I don't like it.
Well,
And also they're from the north.
Well, I'll probably go to the north first, and then I'll go to the south.
I'll
find out there's nothing there. So then sort of like, but it'll be okay because like I have my own private jet. So
planned it all then, yeah. But like, with joking aside, I don't know if you are joking about that now, but I
wasn't actually joking. No, okay, seriously now. I think I would like to sort of be a bit more sort of settled, you know, putting obviously family in my focus. You know, get the business going okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, that kind of thing really. Sort of spending more time with my family than anything else. And yeah, can't really think of anything actually. That's that kind of thing.
That's good. Seems like you know sort of roughly where you want to go. So you said you like travelling. Where else do you want to travel to next?
Next place to travel. I'll probably go somewhere like. My folks are thinking of going to India in the next few months, but I think I might pass on that. I'll probably go somewhere Far East, or I might go. I want to go somewhere nice. And there's one thing I really like, but it's a bit different. I've got a massive thing for ice sculptures.
Really?
Yeah. I really like ice sculptures, and there's hotels out there made of ice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going to one of them.
Maybe I find them really cold.
To be honest, I don't like it when it's cold as well. But apparently it's not cold inside.
How does that work though?
Because
it's not cold inside, everything's gonna melt.
I know, exactly. But basically, I think they have like really thick flair or something on the. Even the. It sounds crazy, but the bed is a slab of ice with like really thick
mattress.
Fair.
Yeah. God, that sounds so cool.
And it's really nice ice sculptures. With like lights and that, and
my
it's just amazing.
Apparently
there's one in London, isn't there?
Yeah, it's the one in London. You're only allowed to spend like a little bit of time in it. Yeah. But yeah, they only allowed them to. Sorry. I've no idea. They don't do soft drinks, so we don't know. But yeah, they told me that they went and they said it's fun, but it's cold. It's cold. You couldn't even spend a little bit of time in it.
You know what? I'd love to go in and just have a look.
Really?
Yeah. I've got a massive thing for ice sculptures, so I really do like them.
Probably Iceland then, your next trip then.
Iceland. Maybe.
Somewhere cold.
Somewhere nice. Are you creative? No, creative.
No, I haven't got any creative skills at all. I'm very logical and I like, my mind doesn't
What you just said there doesn't make any sense.
How?
Because it's the guys who are logical, it's the girls who are emotional.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I don't fit any mold now. I don't have any creative skills at all.
So you're like a dudette.
Probably, yeah.
That's cool.
I'm alright with that.
A dudette. That's really cool.
I don't have any skills. I can't draw. I can't think that way. If you put something in front of me and tell me to sort of make something with it, I'll make the most simple thing there is. There's nothing extravagant in it.
You probably just like draw a stick man.
Yeah. That's the dimension of drawing skills. There'll be an awful stick man as well. Everything will be out of proportion.
You like draw him upside down?
I get him right way up, but
the square face and all around him.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to go to an art class.
I'm alright, I'm okay. I've lived for 25 years without it. It's not going to make a difference.
No, it might need you one day, I think. It might save your life.
I don't think you'll ever get into a situation where you do want to.
You might need to start now.
I'll start. Maybe the adrenaline will help. That time. But yeah, I don't see me drawing. I did art for years at school. Didn't help.
It didn't help.
Nope.
You never know.
I just used to get my friends to draw my drawings for me.
Okay. I think it's spoken quite far behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice talking to you. Right. Yeah.
Are you going to go in that room then?
I'll